One of my favourite plugin developers, Klanghelm, have been quite quiet for the last few years, but they're back with a brand new plugin. It's called Tens. It's a Spring Reverb plugin. It looks pretty cool, but there's also a free version called Tens Junior you can grab right now. Let's check it out. Okay, so here's Klanghelm's site, klanghelm.com. I'll leave a link below this video too. And you can see here's Tens Junior. Their brand new free offering, Studio Spring Reverb. Actually, there's some awesome other free plugins on here. If you don't know about klanghelm.com, I recommend coming over here and taking a look. Also, before we dive in and take a look at Tens Junior, I'll just show you as well the full price option, which is, actually the price is hiding behind my camera, but I think it's 22, 23 euros, something like that. So crazy reasonable. All Klanghelm plugins are. You get a lot for your money. It's a really easy install. It's just the whole thing is painless, and they're great plugins. And you can see this one goes in much more in depth. So if you're really into your Spring Reverb and you really want to get there and do some tweaking and fiddling, well worth checking this version out. So let's dive into the DAW and take a look at the free version. Okay, so here we are with the plugin itself. It's all pretty straightforward stuff. You've got a vertical slider. I mean, that's super easy to use, which affects the decay time of the reverb. You've got a modulation little switch there, which applies modulation on and off to the tail of the reverb. Nice, easy to use pre-delay knob, which will determine how long it's going to take before the reverb kicks in. Dry wet mix knob. You've also got a mono and stereo switch. Being in stereo is going to use a lot more of your CPU power. And you've also got this really cool character slider. Less is definitely more with it. But you can get a lot of different flavors out of this reverb by using this character slider. I really like it. Forces you to use your ears, and an on-off knob too. Okay, so here's the audio which I'm going to be using it on. It's a sort of Dick Dale, Missy inspired piece. There's the guitar. It's just crying out for some spring reverb. So let's switch it on, and I'm going to start bringing up some of the decay time. Now I can obviously blend that in with my dry wet mix knob. Right. And now I can play around with the character. If everything's sounding a little bit on the ears, I can bring in a little bit of warmth. You can hear already that's just dampening things down a little bit. Alternatively, if I want things to cut more through the mix, I can bring in some brightness. Let's take a listen in the mix. Put it off. Really cool sounding plugin. I hope you're enjoying this video. I've got a free tips guide. It's going to help you to get better mixes from your home studio right now. It's called Unlock the Power of the Channel Strip. You can grab it for free below this video. On this next guitar, I've got more of a surf riff. Let's take a listen. Again, this is crying out for some surfy spring reverb. So let's engage Tens Junior. I'm in mono at the moment. I'm going to flick it into stereo so you can hear the difference to what that sounds like. I'm just going on the side of warm on character. We'll just have a play with the plugin. You can take a listen. In mono. Now stereo. So that's Tens Junior from Klanghelm. I think packed full of character. It's a great sounding spring reverb. Sounds great on those surf style guitars. You can try it on lots of stuff, but it is full of character, so it's going to certainly give you a lot of colour whatever you use it. But again, just cracking on guitars. It's brilliant. What can I say? It's free. Klanghelm stuff is always great. This doesn't disappoint. I hope you enjoyed this video today. If you did, please remember to like, subscribe, but most importantly, go and have yourself a great day. And if you want to find out more about Klanghelm's awesome plugins, you definitely want to check these next videos out.